Alright, so it's been a few days. Finally getting around to actually looking at the bike. It's been almost a week actually. It was kind of hectic when I got back. But just going over it here, and the final mileage. The final mileage for the trip is 2,270 miles. So that is going from Lubbock all the way up to Antonito, riding the BDR, and then finishing at Del City and getting back to Lubbock. Of course, there's a lot of backtracking in there, and so that's how the mileage got up that high. I've got 56.99, so 5,700 miles on the bike now. So I guess that means it's due for its first valve check. But it performed really well. Having the Nomad ADV fairing was great on the highway runs, especially getting home with a pretty stiff headwind. One thing I will note, I've got 5,700 miles on the bike now. This is the first USB plug. I put this one on right before the trip. I've been through 3 of them before this one. They don't seem to last. This is the first one that has actually lasted. So it made it all 2,300 miles plus it's still going. So it's a Can-Am branded product. I got it from Rocky Mountain ATV. No affiliation, but that's the first one I've had any sort of success with. I was going to give up on USBs altogether if this one didn't work and figure out something different. And I still might if this one goes out, but that's this is the first one that's been able to hold up to the vibrations, because it is still pretty vibey up there, even though for a big single the 701 is relatively smooth. As far as oil consumption goes, it's not as bad as I first thought. I'm still between the lines on there. I don't know if that can really be seen that well. I'm still within there. I'm still going to go ahead and add a little bit because I was at the top of the range when I left. So it used a little bit, but it didn't use nearly as much as I thought. My front tire, again, these are the MotoZ Rally tires. I think it's got a pretty good amount of tread still on it. I'm not in a hurry to swap it out. That's how it's holding up. The rear, on the other hand, yeah, the 701 does eat tires. So it's fine for running around town right now. I would not start another ride on this tire, and I may even go with the less aggressive. I think the Tractionator Adventure tire is the next step, more road biased. I'm thinking about doing the Colorado BDR next month, and I'll probably, I'm thinking that that'll be the tire that I go with for that trip. But other than that, everything, the bike handled really well, performed really well, didn't have any problems other than my rack coming loose a couple times. I think it came loose again. Yeah, other than my rack coming loose, I don't remember where that was, but it did it a couple different times. I had to tighten it back down. You got to be careful not to go too tight, since these mounting points go into the tank and don't want to bust anything off in there. I'm really happy with the way it performed. I was thinking about selling it once I got done with this ride. Still got my 250, so I wouldn't be without a bike, but I was thinking about capitalizing on the market right now and getting rid of this one, but now I don't really want to sell it anymore, so unless somebody just makes me a stupid offer. So we'll see. Now I'm like I say, now I'm thinking about doing the Colorado BDR next month, because I think I've got an opening in my schedule, so may do it. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's how it went.